And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special Christmas special episode of the Unorthodox Podcast. Here with me in studio, returning guest from last Christmas special is Andrew Walker. How we doing?
Not too bad.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Come on.
Nicholas Shaney. Last time we saw him was on the 1-year anniversary show. I don't think I was supposed to say his name fully. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, Evan.
Doing all right. And, of course, coming to us all the way from place we're not going to say, he remains anonymous. You all remember him, Tech Guy. How we doing, Tech Guy?
You know, I'm surviving. I'm living. I'm breathing.
You know what? That is all we can ask for, of course. So you can follow us on not TikTok anymore, because that's going to be deleted soon, because Trump getting rid of that in February, I believe. February 7th, I want to say. TikTok will no longer be available in the U.S. Instagram and X.
Gotta fact check that. That's been in the works for a very long time. Yes.
What do you mean? What?
Like the bill that actually is banning TikTok was signed into law.
Well, either I don't give a shit who did it. It's going to be gone either way. Jesus.
Anyway.
Taking away our rights.
I just started my TikTok.
Oh yeah, you want to plug that?
No, I don't. I'm giving up on it.
Follow us on TikTok for the hell of it, Instagram and X at UnorthoBros. I got yelled at by some white supremacists a few days ago on X. That was fun. I commented on a Nick Fuentes post, and it was a whole big thing. I got some angry messages. Email the show for messages and stuff at theunorthodoxpod@gmail.com. Go ahead. Oh, wait, no, I forgot to update that. It's theunorthodoxpod@proton.me. Why was that not on the updated show map? I need to hire an assistant. Anyway, you can watch us on YouTube and Rumble. Listen to us on Spotify. You want to donate to the show? We'll have a whole big thing about that next. Evan-Brennan-10 on Venmo. If you do stand-up comedy, open mics, you do your own stuff, you do your own TikTok sketches, or if you produce your own music, send that into the show. We'll play it. If you're a SoundCloud rapper, I hate that shit. I think it sounds like garbage. Someone out there will like it. We get you a couple more viewers. Who knows? Once again, be sure to like, share, hit the notification button, and, Nick? Subscribe. Thank you for that delay. Okay, announcements. This is the last show of the year, big old season finale. And as you know, this show is rather low budget. We just had a whole spat here in studio, also known as my living room, about, technology and stuff. It's a struggle every single time. Tech Guy can attest to that. We need money for a new mic, a camera, recording and editing software. So, little telethon we'll be doing here for $10. Donate to that at Evan-Brennan-10 on Venmo. All of that will be available in the description. For $10, you can get your name in the credits of the show. For $50, you can get a walk-on guest spot for one show. For $100, you get all-time walk-on guest spot for a year. For $500, no one's going to do that, but all-time walk-on guest for life, no matter how big this show gets. We could be interviewing Donald Trump, and if you say you want to be on, you're going to be on. To hell with him. Okay, money goals. For $100, I will eat. If we get to $100, I will eat an entire bag of dog treats live on camera. For $200, I will drink 5 raw eggs, Balboa style. That's in a glass, with the yolks and all. One more egg will be added for each additional $50. And Clara, you are starting to piss me off.
I feel like the $100 option is a lot worse than the $200 option.
Yeah.
Really? You drank eggs and you almost puked one time.
I'd rather drink eggs than eat dog treats.
I know a guy who drank eggs every morning. And I know a guy who drank eggs every morning. His quads were huge.
Maybe not because of the eggs, probably the healthy diet. But anyway, for $300, I will eat a dog turd in the vein of that doomed Florida State football fan from Twitter. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The guy who cursed the entire team. Tech Guy doesn't watch football, but it was a funny thing. There's a guy on Twitter who early in the season said, if Florida State loses to this team, I will eat dog turd out of a red Solo cup with a frozen yogurt spoon. They lost. He didn't do it. Florida State has had the worst season in program history.
And it's his fault.
One guy did eat the turd, but it didn't break the curse because it has to be that guy. Anyway. Yeah. It was the Barstool guy who ate it. But it doesn't count. It has to be him. Okay. For $400, I will call one random woman in my contacts and profess my love. Doesn't have to be. I will add them to like some like wheel thing online and just let her roll. Okay. For $500, I will go out in public as trans for a day. For $600, I will be tased in the balls. For $700, I will adopt a senior cat from the animal shelter, get super attached until I have to put it down, leaving me with lifelong trauma. For $800, I will purposely give myself an opioid addiction after injuring my knee in a baseball game. I will hit rock bottom and slowly work my way back to the top, making amends with my estranged son and realizing I didn't need all the fame and fortune and that love was enough. For $900, I will become immortal. I will watch as all of my friends and loved ones die, as I do not age a single day. I will watch the civilizations of Earth rise only to crumble to dust and fall. The ground beneath my feet will be my only companion, knowing one day that too will be gone. One day, after thousands of years, I will finally take my place as the emperor of mankind. I will lead humanity into the stars to take them as our own. The races of the galaxy will submit or be exterminated as termites in a home long abandoned by its occupants, but who have returned. This will provide only momentary enjoyment, as all things must end. And as I watch the final atoms of creation decay into nothingness, I will ponder what fate lies beyond the infinite. And I will remember, at the end of all things, that I have never gone inside of a Casey's bathroom that was unoccupied. Never once. And it's always some asshole in a neon vest who comes out. For $1,000, I will eat an entire large pizza by myself live on camera. Yeah, so, donate to us. Again, that's Evan-Brennan-Town on Venmo. Love to have your money. If you like the show, support us. I'm not going to start a subscription thing until I think that's worth it. Until then, you want to put some money in the tip jar? Go right ahead.
Just to be clear, if you hit $1,000, you have to do all of those or just the pizza?
Fuck me, that's a good... all of them. The hell with it. $1,000, I'll do all of them.
So you have to become immortal and eat the pizza.
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, if I'm immortal, there's a 100% chance I will eventually do everything, so... Yeah. Okay, question of the day. What would be the greatest military use of Santa Claus? Tech guy, you're first.
Oh, man. Okay, well, is Santa immortal? First I need to know how durable Santa and the reindeer are. If
they are regular reindeer affected by magic, whatever that costs.
Okay, well, yeah, but what does the magic do? Will they are they impervious to physical damage? If so, tactical bomber, obviously. What are the altitude limitations? If so, also tactical bomber.
We saw in South Park
the most obvious use, right?
Yes. We saw in South Park that Santa Claus is vulnerable to RPG fire when he went to deliver presents to Iraq, and that's a one and done thing. So maybe not. Continue.
Okay, but we don't know anything. We know not RPGs, but basically anything else. I'm gonna say is good, right? So
yeah.
So yeah, I
true.
It's kind of the obvious, but tactical bomber, right?
I got a different opinion, but Drew, you're next.
Well, he's obviously good at going into kids' houses. I say he steals the kids. We train them from a young age.
Ooh.
And then we got all these super soldiers that we got when they were super young. Bam, we got armies.
Not terrible.
Well, that's a way better. Yeah.
What do you got?
Originally I would say stealth bombers with the fact that Santa travels so fastly, undetected, and he drops off packages. But I would actually go with, as he's able to sneak into people's houses, maybe just an assassin.
That's more right.
That's pretty good.
Thinking that if we saw in the Santa Claus movies, his bag is essentially a TARDIS with with infinite space inside. He can hide an entire SEAL team in his presents bag. He goes through the chimneys, he inserts them. He can take people out and leave bombs under the Christmas tree in the form of presents. That way when they leave, it kills everyone else.
So could we also use Santa's bag as a secondary Guantanamo Bay?
That's yes, like a hell prison type thing.
Yeah, we put a military prison out of the reach of the American government, or inside Santa's bag.
I like that.
Yeah, and then Right, we don't have to adhere to the same rules,
well,
right?
I think the North Pole is out of our jurisdiction anyway.
Yeah.
So, and I think we're pretty much good there. Yeah, so we're all in agreement. He also has an army of midgets. We know.
Little people.
Little people. I'm sorry. You want to know what my greatest Lord of the Rings fan theory is from the books? Tom Bombadil is Santa Claus.
What about Tom Bombadil?
He's Santa Claus. That's my fan headcanon thing for Lord of the Rings, the books. Because like when Middle Earth gets bridged with our world, he just like decides to be Santa Claus.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
I think that makes too much sense. He trades the yellow boots and a bright blue coat for red and black boots.
It's a great take, Evan. I appreciate it.
Isn't that a great take? Yeah. Tolkienites. You'll like that. Okay. 5 in the chamber. I should have shared this with you, tech guy. That way you could read these. I apologize. I'm an idiot. The United States Geological Survey has found an estimated 19 million tons of lithium in southern Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
It is estimated that this is enough to completely replace lithium imports. The U.S. government has also announced new intelligence that Arkansas may be in possession of weapons of mass destruction, and that a plan is in place to free Arkansas and bring democracy to the region. Drew, want to read the next one? I think you'll like that one.
The Marshall University Thundering Herd football team was withdrawn from the Independence Bowl game against Army after nearly all of its players entered its transfer portal. Marshall AD Christian Spears, however, said during a press conference that despite the setback, they are not concerned with the future of the program and that this is the first time in school history that the entire football team left for greener pastures.
Bit of a dark joke. See, if OBS would work with Riverside, I had some like animations. It'd be like the Marshall logo, and then it would cut to the plane crash. Watch We Are Marshall get that reference. I knew you'd like that one, Nick.
All right,
I didn't get that one.
You really? Marshall's entire football team, basically.
I know that, but I didn't. Reading it, I didn't understand it.
The team all died in a plane.
I know that.
All right.
They went to heaven. That's the greener pastures. Nick!
Oh.
New Jersey has been up in arms over the past week over reports of mass drone sightings. Speculation over the drones have ranged from Iranian espionage to a covert search for nuclear material. Concerns were diminished, however, when it was announced that the drones were actually a new initiative by DoorDash to meet the needs of former Governor Chris Christie.
Concerns have been growing in the international community over the situation in Syria. Experts believe that countries such as Iran and Israel may be taking advantage of the situation, of the turmoil to further their own goals. The U.S. State Department, however, has said that all concerns are unfounded and that Middle Eastern power vacuums always have happy endings, pointing to concept art for Disneyland Libya opening in 2014. We have an odd number, so I'll just read the next one. A debate on the morality of murder has largely taken over the internet after United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was murdered by Luigi Mangione. Did I say that? Your girlfriend's a wop.
So, yep.
The debate signals a further realignment of the political parties as the left suddenly supports the Second Amendment. I'll be honest, I kind of phoned that one in. I tried to work like an Italian joke in there, like a slur, like a wop or a Guido or something like that. I couldn't work it. Okay, this was Nick's idea. So, Christmas movie snake draft. Nick, you want to go ahead and explain what this is?
Yeah, so just a typical snake draft. Tech guy, I don't know if you're familiar, but essentially we'll all take turns. The first round we'll have 4 picks, 1 for each person playing. And at the start of the second round, the pick order will switch. So the first pick now goes last, and the last pick now goes first. It's like a fantasy football draft.
And I have a little Excel sheet here where we will mark our picks.
And essentially, we're trying to pick the best set of how many Christmas movies are we choosing?
I think we landed on 4, correct?
Yeah, we're going to try to pick the best 4 Christmas movies overall, and whoever has the best team wins.
Yes, I will post these on all my social media so people can vote on who has the best. I think it's only fair, Nick, since this is your idea, that you go first.
Okay.
First round draft pick goes to Nick Cheney.
Luckily, I already had my 1-1 picked, and that is going to be Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Oh,
okay. Good choice.
And
that's pretty dang good.
Reason why. I'll just say, like, let's pick and just give a little bit of reason why.
Of course, yeah.
I think Home Alone is a movie that you don't necessarily need to watch around Christmas time. It's just a great movie all year round, and it's one of those classics. Like, when you think Christmas movies, it's Home Alone.
Yeah, that's fair enough reasoning. Okay, the away team, Tech Guy, you're next. First round draft pick.
Okay, I think the obvious pick for me has got to be Die Hard, right?
Oh, damn it!
Not a Christmas movie. Not a Christmas movie.
We will count it as I think it's a Christmas movie, and I am God here.
Classic Christmas movie. Excellent moral to the story.
Ah, that's a good.
Gotta love
shit,
it.
I was gonna do that one. You were gonna do that too?
That was me.
Yeah, was that the one you said I was gonna choose?
Yep.
Oh, damn it! You sniped all of us.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together.
Have a few laughs. Drew, your first round draft pick. I'm last as I'm the host.
Shouldn't have made it this far. Christmas Vacation.
Oh, damn it. You know what? First round, Evan. It's all right.
Should have been the 1-1. All-time pick.
Vacation. Okay. I'm going to go with another obvious one. It's a classic. It's one of Will Ferrell's best. I think we all know what I'm going to say. Daddy's Home 2. Elf.
You know, some people don't like Elf, Evan.
See, why, though? It's a classic Christmas movie. A little creepy
true.
when you think about it, because he's essentially a child and bangs Zooey Deschanel, who I think is somehow over and underrated at the same time.
Oh,
my penis doesn't know how to feel about Zooey Deschanel.
Neither does mine.
Right? It's weird. I don't get it. In New Girl, she's like this weird thing going on. But I don't know how to feel about her. Zoe, get on the show. We'll have you on the show. Okay, so
you go first now in the second round.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so my second round draft pick. We talked about this. We decided that Christmas specials do count as movies. This is claymation. This is a classic. We all know what's up. I will be going with Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
You know, not super familiar with that, Evan.
You better watch out. The Burl Ives one, the claymation?
I'm familiar with some of the claymation. When does this come out? The 60s?
Like the 60s, yeah. But they still play it every year.
See, that wouldn't be the claymation one that I would have chosen.
You know what? You'll get yours. So, now we have Drew. Your second round draft pick. Cheating bastard looking at his phone.
Everyone has a list. You know, I'm just doing my thing, too.
You didn't know what we were doing.
I'm going to go with The Grinch, Jim Carrey.
Oh, that's a good one. When did that come out?
I don't know.
I'm just going to put Jim Carrey Grinch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'll look at the year when I post the poll.
It's a good one, Drew. Some people also don't appreciate that one enough.
I'm not that big of a fan. I think the animated one was better. Not the new animated one with Benedict Cumberbatch, the classic animated one.
If you don't like it, you're a Nazi. Jim Carrey's a hero.
Cindy Lou's got it going on.
She's a child.
I meant now. Wink. No, Jesus Christ, Evan. Tech Guy, your second round draft pick.
I'm gonna have to go with.
I'm not a kid, Dylan.
Let's see. I'm kind of in between. I'm in between two.
Just in my nuts, sorry.
But I'm gonna have to say It's a Wonderful Life.
Ooh, that's a good one. God, shit, that was gonna be mine.
And that's one that I considered coming into this, but I just am not familiar enough with.
Really,
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a classic story.
I get the premise. Doesn't he like want to kill himself or something?
And then an angel takes around and says, "This is how your life has affected everyone around you." It's what I was going to base my end of the year life advice on, but I didn't write it up. So
if they did that to me, if an angel came down, everybody's life probably would be better.
Jesus Christ! You want to talk about something? Write into the show at theunorthodoxpod at proton.me. We'll answer it for you.
All right, am I up now?
You are up. Yes.
All right, so I have Home Alone. Obviously, that's kind of a new age classic. I'm going to go with Charlie Brown Christmas.
Charlie, yeah.
Oh, man.
Christmas time is here.
Didn't they scream the Christmas tree song at the end?
Yeah, I mean,
it's Hark the Herald Angels Sing. That's a good one.
Just like a nice, it's a short one too, and it's kind of classic, so.
Yeah. Makes you feel warm inside, you know?
Yeah. And then I believe I'm up again.
You are up again, yes.
And this is tough, but I'm going to go with... I think I'm going to go with the Polar Express.
Damn it. Damn it.
Good pick. Good pick. Solid pick.
This movie haunts me.
I kind of like it, weirdly enough.
It came out at that weird time when animation hadn't been perfected yet, so it has that kind of uncanny valley vibe.
Oh yeah,
at
it
times.
absolutely does.
Yeah.
I love it. No, I have like very specific memories of being like a little freaked out by it as like a small child and not knowing why.
The toys in the one cart on the train, that scene was terrifying.
Yep.
I just
the old man on top was terrifying.
It's weirdly magical. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I like it. Tickets, please. Okay, Drew. Tech guy, you're up.
Oh, I'm gonna go with. Let's see. This is my last pick, isn't it? No,
we have 4 picks.
All right. Okay.
2 more.
Well, for the kind of the influence that this movie and the source material has had on people's attitudes toward the holiday, I feel like A Christmas Carol is an obvious pick.
Which one? You got to be specific.
Oh, the 1951.
Okay, I didn't think you could pull that year out of your ass, but
the Muppets version was better.
The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh man!
You know what? I have to agree with you. I consider A Christmas Carol kind of the third gospel. Essentially, it's a classic story of redemption and how anyone can change.
Yeah.
It's a classic Christmas movie.
Great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely solid pick. Drew, your third pick.
Simply to pander to the audience, I hate this movie. I think it's terrible, but A Christmas Story.
Ooh, see, that's not going to be popular because I play that one too much.
But everyone loves it.
Bold pick in the third
round. Not me.
I know, I hate it too. I had to pick it.
The guy who plays...
No, I understand. I feel like every time Christmas rolls around, people are like, "Oh, we got to watch A Christmas Story," and I'm like, "No."
When you watch it again,
how about not?
Again. Fun fact: the guy who played Scott Farkas used to follow me on Twitter.
Whoa!
Back when I had my high school account, because he had this big push. He wanted to play the Green Lantern in Zack Snyder's movie that got canceled, and I liked his tweet or retweeted or something like that. Back in high school, the account's gone now, and he followed me. Zach Ward is his name. You can look him up. Dang. Scott Farkas used to follow me on Twitter. No, well, wasn't it? I posted. No, not leave the site. I posted that Christmas Carol is Christmas Story is one of the best movies of all time. I didn't know how to tweet. I was an idiot. It was a freshman in high school. And I was a moron. Popped up on opioids from back surgery. I was just fucking throwing stuff out there. But yeah, he followed me from that. It's like, someone likes my work? I haven't done anything since. Okay, my turn. I am going to go with this is America's Father. He's a good guy. They made a really crappy Disney Plus show about this. The Santa Claus, starring Tim Allen.
Don't love the pick.
Really? I think it's gonna be a popular one. Ooh, we're kind of getting to the wire here at Christmas movies. I'm next.
I don't mind that pick, Evan. To be honest,
I like it. It's a oh god, what happened? I didn't do anything. Okay, we're good. Sorry, my computer is dicked out. So it's my turn again. I will go for the fourth pick in the 2024 Christmas movie draft. Evan selects. Crap. Is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, is that more a Thanksgiving movie, or can that be
Thanksgiving?
Ah, you're right. That's Thanksgiving. It's a good movie though. I will go with. You know what? Throwing a Hail Mary. Classic claymation once again. Everyone loves this. You cannot go wrong with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Classic. Gotta love it.
That's probably a good pick, but you already have a claymation in there.
Doesn't matter.
I think that's too much claymation.
Going too heavy on the claymation.
Yeah. These are classics. They play them every year. Everyone loves Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay. Drew, you're up.
Haven't thought this far. I'm gonna go with one of the crappy Hallmark movies.
Gotta be specific.
Just kidding. I'm gonna go with
Christmas with the Cranks. That's a good one. I don't care what anyone says. Deck the Halls. Another good one.
Simply for me, Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas.
You know what? Wild card pick, but I like it. I like it, honestly. I love it, yeah. Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas or Once Upon a Christmas?
Twice Upon a Christmas. Way better.
I agree. I like that. All right. Tech guy.
And if you steal my pick here,
all right,
I'm going to be...
So I think for this one I'm going to have to go with the 2022 classic from the director Tommy Wirokla, Violent Night.
Okay.
Okay, interesting one.
That's not a bad strategy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're throwing in a little twist that could add some value to
wild card.
Yeah, you know what?
Are you guys familiar with this movie?
I've heard of it. I saw the trailers. I never saw it though.
Yeah, it's like Home Alone if Kevin is Santa and Santa has murder in his eyes.
Is Josh Brolin in that movie?
I don't know. Well, it's the guy from Stranger Things who plays Hopper is Santa.
Oh, God, he's in too much. He's in too much, but he's so mediocre.
Isn't that Josh Brolin?
No, it's. I don't remember his name, but I know who he's talking about. Dave something, right?
Okay, yeah. I don't remember his name.
It's David Harbour. Yeah, yep, David Harbour. He did a really funny. He did a great SNL when he hosted back in 2019. That's when the Joker came out. It was Joker, but Oscar the Grouch. It was like the trailer for it. It was actually fantastic. Nick, your final pick.
All right. Final pick of the draft. I'm going to go with Gremlins.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
Okay.
You got to throw in the wild card.
He gets the Gremlin for Christmas.
You know what? If we counted Die Hard, I'll count Gremlins. All right. So, final rundown. Nick's picks were Home Alone, Charlie Brown Christmas, Polar Express, and Gremlins. Tech Guys were Die Hard, It's a Wonderful Life, The 1951 Christmas Story, and Violent Night. Drew's Christmas Vacation, Jim Carrey's The Grinch, A Christmas Story, and Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. And your host and emperors is Elf, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Santa Claus, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. These polls will be posted everywhere the show is available, also X and Instagram. Go ahead and vote on those. You all know whose was the best. Everyone knows that. Everyone loves those movies. To hell with all of that. Yes, I like it.
I'd just like to say I can't believe nobody picked Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
See, I was
okay, wait, actually, yeah, no, that's surprising. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little shocked. I almost did, but shit, I should have did that instead of Rudolph. You're right. Damn it!
I wanted it, but I already had one.
Yeah, see, Home Alone is just such like a good franchise. It's hard to hard to pass
the
up.
Third one.
The third one's not even with.
I actually didn't know that there was a third one that existed.
I don't even know.
Did you know there's a fourth one?
They made a fourth one, and it's terrible.
Dang! Wow.
It is not good. So I have written in here Christmas. Would you rather game? We could play that, or we could skip. Because this is a game where if you have a few questions, like it kind of runs itself. You want to?
All right, let's just do it.
You know, let's do a few rounds of Christmas. Would you rather? Okay. So, Tech Guy, how do you play this? This is usually a game you play when you're drinking. This is a Christmas version. These questions have to be Christmas related. I will start off. Gentlemen, would you rather, at Christmas dinner, listen to your most liberal aunt and your most conservative uncle argue about politics, or have to sit down and listen to your cousin come out as trans? Nick.
I hate when people argue at like family events.
Yeah, it's a screaming argument.
Yeah, so I'd much rather have somebody come out as trans. I feel like we could move on after that and just like, keep doing our thing. But if somebody's arguing, it just kills the vibe.
Yeah.
And you can't argue at family events. It's like the one rule.
Yeah, I agree. True.
Yeah, I'm with Nick there. The arguing, I don't give a shit enough about politics already. So to have my family members just screaming at each other about politics, I would hate to be around that.
Tech Guy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say that, like, it would be absolutely unbearable to listen to a screaming match about politics. Specifically also because likely no one would be saying anything that insightful and it would irritate me to no end to hear probably both ends of that argument.
See, I'm a button pusher and I would love to just like try to incite even more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is the thing.
I try to play both sides off each other and just like argue with both of them.
Yeah, it definitely depends on which aunt I'm talking about or which uncle, Yeah. There are some that I would like to stoke up. In any group, there's ones that are fun to rile.
Nick. Do you have a question?
Oh, yeah. You want me to do
a Christmas? Oh, no, Christmas Would You Rather. We'll do 2 rounds of this.
I don't have a Christmas Would You Rather.
Drew, do you have a Christmas Would You Rather? Dead air.
Would you rather bang way too fat Mrs. Claus?
Jesus.
Or like a really, really small elf?
Oh my god. Wait, so they're both immortal, right?
That doesn't matter.
It does matter though, because they're both. Is the elf like 18 in elf years, or are they both like 600 years old?
Yeah, I would say this is relevant.
Oh my
yeah, they're
god.
not. None of them are underage.
How like, is the classic? Oh god, what elf Santa Claus? Is it the like the Santa Claus? All the elves are like old, but they're all children. I'm not doing the children.
You got to pick.
Is the elf?
And then no one made them children. That was you.
No, go watch the Santa Claus movies. All the elves are immortal, but they're children. Go watch that.
Are the elves female?
Yeah, it's a female elf, but it's like, like shorter than your hip.
But the Mrs. Claus in like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, where she's like an old lady.
She's an old lady, real big. The elf
I know mine.
looks like they're over 18. But small.
I mean, you gotta wonder why Santa and Mrs. Claus don't have kids. They're definitely sleeping in separate beds. Sign me up for the elf.
That's crazy.
Sign me up for the elf.
And I'm gonna go elf as well. And you know what? Something you probably didn't consider is, the elf's got some toys they're gonna bring.
Oh, that's true. That's the underground factory. Yeah,
do a good job there, right?
Yes. Oh, that's what they made on December 26th. Okay, that was a good one. I like that. That guy, you got a question?
Oh man, have I got a question?
Yes.
Man, would you rather go to a politician's Christmas party or someone's Christmas party who's in Hollywood?
You're going to see kids getting raped at either one.
Yeah, right? Both of them, their own, horrible place.
What politician, what celebrity?
Oh, I don't know. It's just one of them. Either one, I feel like, is going to get bad, right? Is going to be, not good for some reason.
You're going to see, my...
Right, and it's not necessarily a celebrity. I'm saying people high up in Hollywood.
So that's like a Weinstein thing.
Yeah.
That means they're not famous enough to get noticed. They're going to be doing a lot of shit. Ooh.
I'd go to the Hollywood persons because you can whistle blow on that and probably not get killed. But if you whistle blow on the politicians...
No, you're right. CIA's coming after you. Even worse, they could legally send the IRS to just find something and destroy your life. So they did to Joe Louis.
Yeah, so that's
boxing
my choice.
History people out there. That's what they did to Joe Louis. He pissed the CIA off. They sent the IRS after him, ruined his life. True story. Go read Hard Times Man, the Joe Louis biography. It's a depressing book. That's why you'll never see a movie about him. Even though he very much deserves one. Joe Louis. Drew, what's your pick?
Ain't no Christmas party like a Diddy Christmas party. I'm going Hollywood.
No.
I was watching It's Always Sunny, the boat episode today, and that episode came out 10 years ago, and they said they want to buy a yacht for a Diddy party. They made that joke back in 2014.
So many of these did not age well at all.
Oh, God, no. Well, people always probably suspected something. Okay, would you rather, we'll do one more, this is the last one, and then we'll do next. Would you rather fight 5 of Santa's reindeer or 50 elves? Bloodlusted elves.
Oh, man.
Unarmed. They're unarmed. You can have a baseball bat.
Oh, 50 elves.
50 elves, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with the baseball bat, especially 50 elves.
I turn them into red mist.
Yeah, I would clean up.
But they are bloodlusted, and they're coming after you all at once. Well, unless you're fucking Optimus Prime and you're spinning around with it. I
mean, how much?
What's the stamina on elves like?
It's probably pretty good.
They're probably pretty good. Well, that's the thing.
They're building toys all day. They got stamina.
Yes,
oh yeah,
if they're
true. Well, yeah, but they're swinging those little hammers. They're not running. You know. right?
Like midgets,
they probably
like,
haven't stood up in like a while.
Too much or too little myostatin, so they basically, it means they can't produce fat. So they're little balls of muscle. They're basically human ants, and one kick your ass probably. If that's a situation we're talking about, it's not looking good.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you got to bottleneck them, right?
You did. Who was it who wrestled a guy with no legs and one arm? Someone did, and it was hilarious. You think he might have lost too?
No.
I think I know. I'm almost certain. Okay, whatever. Nick, you had the next segment.
Yeah, I was just gonna do some over-unders for the year.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's great.
We'll do first of all, we'll do my review of last Christmas special. I predicted 2024. I have my 2024 predictions. We'll just go through those real quick. I predicted that there would be a new pandemic, monkeypox. They tried to push that. Didn't really work. I thought they would do it to push in mail-in voting. Like we said, didn't really work. Although we heard some mutterings. I thought that there would be a new Black Lives Matter riot. As every election since back in 2012, there had been some shooting, like presidential and midterms, there have been some shooting that inspired some riots during that year, going back all the way to 2012. Trayvon Martin, Ferguson, Missouri, Dallas, Stephon Clark, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. It was insane. Thought this would happen. There were the Palestinian protests. Some of those turned into some riots. Nothing really formulated there. I was wrong. I thought there would be new Russia / maybe Chinese meddling allegations before the election, and if Trump wins. Kind of right, although they said Elon Musk somehow hacked it through Starlink. I don't know.
That's not right then.
Yeah, that seems suspect.
We'll wait on this. This one is crazy. Number 4, I thought Joe Biden would drop out of the race, but I thought he'd be replaced by either Gavin Newsom or Michelle Obama. I didn't suspect Kamala Harris because everyone hated her back then, and she pulled consistently below 30%. Didn't expect that at all, so we're going to count that as 100% right for me.
That was a good pick, Evan.
Yeah, right?
That was pretty good.
World War III remains to be seen. It maybe has already started. We're not entirely sure yet. So my final score, 5 out of 5. As some of these are already in motion, and I am always right. It just takes some time. It's like God. If he throws like a pebble in the ocean, that's going to cause eventually Noah's flood. It's that type of thing. I am all-seeing, of course. 2025 predictions. I predict that there will be another Trump assassination attempt. They're going to heat up the rhetoric once again and somehow say they're not heating up the rhetoric and that Trump needs to tone it down. I bet it's going to come from the LGBT community this time. I predict that there will be a Trump must falling out. Nick?
Yeah.
What is the over-under, do you think, on...
I thought I was going to go through the predictions, then we do your over-unders.
Okay.
This kind of ties in.
Okay.
What's the over-under on Trump assassination? How many Trump assassination attempts?
Well, there have been 2 so far.
Well, I mean, like, starting now, I think he's got 4 years ahead of him, if you just count, like...
4 years.
If you're doing 4 years...
Security's going to be beefed up now that he's actually president, too.
Yeah, but just attempts. They don't have to be successful.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The attempts haven't been successful. Of course, he's still alive.
And after the recent, very successful and very public assassination, I just feel like that might ramp up. So.
Well, he doesn't have, that guy didn't have, Brian Thompson didn't have Secret Service.
I'm thinking like at 2.5 might be the line, and I'm going to say over the next 4 years, I wouldn't be surprised if there was 3 assassination attempts.
Okay. See, my line was going to be 3.5.
Okay. I'm gonna say something different. I'm going 1. I think there's only gonna be 1. I think it's gonna take one person to try something. They're gonna get their brains blown out, and no one else is gonna, because they're gonna beef up security too.
Yeah, I think that the other thing is that like we're not nearing inflection points, and people get particularly riled up during those times. So like the election, people are super riled up. You're likely to have more of those events, but as like people move into business as usual. Like, people are going to care less, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had 1.
All right, next one. I predict a Trump-Musk falling out. I think the only reason Musk involved himself in the race was super autism. I think he just made it his fixation, and he will soon get bored and move on to some rocket engine or something, and he'll leave Doge or never get started, and Trump will put out a tweet saying, I hate Musk, he always sucked, yada, 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 end of that relationship.
Okay. So everyone's been saying that there's going to be a Trump-Musk falling out, right? I am willing to take the other side on this because they both have massive things to gain from being involved with each other. Musk has a bunch of government contracts that he doesn't want to mess up, and Trump is like been known to be very personally vindictive. So like he has like contracts to lose. There's a lot of money on the line. So I feel like Musk actually might bite his tongue on this one. And Trump, like when you talk about like wealth,
I think you're underestimating
Musk is
Asperger's.
by far like way, way richer than Trump. And I think that's too flattering to him to be that close to someone with that much wealth.
That, it could trigger some ego thing in Trump, you know?
Maybe that's also fair. But I also think that I think that he's flattered by involvement with Musk, to be honest.
That's fair.
Tech guy's right here. They both have too much to gain.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah. Number 3.
Like, yeah, there might be like a personal falling out, but it won't be public. Sorry.
That's fair. Number 3. The war in Gaza ends while the war in Ukraine continues. Hamas and other terrorist groups have kind of signaled classic pants-wetting behavior since Trump has won. Those guys in Yemen have signaled they want to stop blowing up ships. I think Trump will mediate a deal that makes everyone look like the winner, but the status quo will largely remain unchanged. Oh, yeah, guess what's coming for the 2026 predictions? October 7th, get ready again. 2025 will be a trash year for movies. This one makes me sad. I just got a list of blockbusters. Let's go through them. Captain America: Brave New World, I think will be trash that everyone will say is good. Minecraft will be trash but memed into success. Thunderbolts, the Marvel movie, will be pretty good but will not do good at the box office. People will think, and I most likely will, think it should have been a Disney Plus show. Disney Snow White, garbage/gutter trash. That movie will be terrible. I will not see it. Lilo and Stitch, I predict I will like it, but most people won't. Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning, very good. Tom Cruise, the last movie star. I think he's going to pull another one out of his ass. Live action How to Train Your Dragon, I think will be enjoyable and very nostalgic. 28 Years Later, very good. Film of the year, quite possibly Best Picture nominee. Jurassic World Rebirth, hot, overproduced garbage with corn bits. James Gunn's Superman, pretty good, will not do well at the box office. Avatar: Fire and Ash, very meh, but everyone will say it's amazing. Best Picture nominee and possible winner. Paddington in Peru, phenomenal, astounding. Yeah. Pure cinematic bliss, transcends understanding and will cause viewers to change how they live their lives.
They just need to quit with the live action remakes.
They won't.
Oh, yeah.
They need to.
Absolutely.
They don't give a fuck anymore. They've done too much.
I'm kind of hyped about a live action Lilo and Stitch, though. I didn't think they do that, and I'm wrapped.
I don't care.
Yeah, live action remakes, they just really do not work.
They just ruin a good movie.
Well, I think that the central problem is that, like, everything is profit driven. And so live action remakes of any kind, and movies that are based on existing intellectual property make tons of money because people go, oh, yeah. Spider-Man, I know Spider-Man, I'm going to go see Spider-Man. Yeah, I don't know. And they make a ton of money, but they don't have to make them that good for them to make a bunch of money. And that's the problem.
I think I'm most excited for the 28 Years Later. Have you guys seen those movies?
I have, yes. I didn't like Weeks, but Days was amazing.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that series. Even Weeks I kind of enjoy. I thought Weeks might have been a little bit better.
Really? Just Days is regarded as like one of the best like zombie movies ever.
Yeah.
Well, they're not zombies, they're infected. Fuck off. It's an infected movie. For all intents and purposes, they're zombies.
Yeah, but I'm excited for that. Go ahead.
No, okay. I'm super excited for Paddington. I didn't know there was another Paddington coming out. Come on. It's so good.
This time he's going to Peru.
Yeah, he's going to Peru? Come on. A bear in Peru? He's so small and Peru's so big. What's Paddington going to do?
A teddy bear in Peru?
He doesn't speak Spanish.
I'm waiting for the
Paddington's getting raped in Peru.
I am ready for the Ted Paddington crossover. I don't know why that hasn't been a thing. At least right. Someone write that down for a sketch.
There's some good possibilities there.
Number 5, Kansas City Chiefs three-peat is stopped by the Emperor God King of Minneapolis, Samuel Darnold.
Not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Not even the best.
It's going to happen. Bullshit. At this point, yes, they are. The Lions are a fake team. They're a fiberglass team.
The Lions dog walk the Vikings.
They beat. We had them to the wire until the last 2 minutes. If we're not for a pass interference call, we would have won.
They won't perform in the playoffs.
If someone in the Bears did this, Bears would have won. Packers took them to the wire. Lions are a fake team.
All conference games are close.
We got this, Drew. Oh, Drew, doodle what the Vikings game now is doing. Someone doodle that real quick. Okay. I thought I had something else planned. Nick, you want to do your little parlay thing you were talking about?
Yeah, I just wanted to set some over-unders for the year.
Rock and roll, baby. Let's do it.
Start for the first one. Over-under 0.5 times you poop your pants.
Oof. I want to say 0, but
there's always that one.
There's always that one. Just you think a fart's a fart, and it just you have to waddle to a bathroom,
or like you're sick or something.
Yeah,
you have like
2.5.
Oh yeah.
It's over under. Over under one.
Evan, you just have to choose over under 0.5.
Okay. Yeah, Evan,
it's just one.
You gonna shit your pants 3 times this year?
So in that case, over.
That's a lot because that's not something you do every year.
You said half, right? How do you half shit your pants?
Well, that's why the line's at half because you can only.
It's either you're gonna shit your pants none or once.
Yeah, so I'm gonna at least do it once.
Okay, yeah. So you
take it over. Yeah, over.
No, the under there. You're way too young to be shitting your pants. Way too young.
I have in the past.
Like I said, not that you're old. It's that you think you fart and you push really hard and you go to the bathroom and crap.
I can confidently say I haven't shit my pants since I was under 5 years old.
That's such bullshit. And
that's not bullshit. That's not bullshit.
2 years ago, I shit my pants when I was sick.
Yeah, See, I've never done that. Not even when I was sick.
But those are the times that'll get you. That's that one time for the year.
I'm going to take the under here, but if I hit the over, I'll let you guys know, and I won't be ashamed.
Yeah, we'll come back this next year.
I'm going to take the under as well. I feel like I'm the master of my bowels at this age, so
Clara.
We'll see how it plays out.
Tech guy, what are you thinking?
I'm going to take the under, and I realize this is just like a gambler's fallacy, but like I feel like it can't happen twice. So I'm going to have to take the under on that.
Nick, what else you got for us?
I was going to go with traffic tickets.
Ooh, see? I have only ever gotten one in my entire life. I'm going to go, and it was last year. I'm going to go under.
Well, what you got? I haven't said a line yet.
Okay, never mind.
I want to go with either 0.5 or 1.5. Let's go with 0.5.
I'm still going under. I've only gotten one my entire life. Wait, traffic or parking?
Traffic.
Still, I've only ever gotten one.
See, I got 2 in the span of a month this year. So that's why I included it. It's because those things sneak up on you, and you think that you're invincible, and then they stop you.
That's true. Yeah.
So I'm going to go with under for me, under 0.5, just because now I'm paying attention to traffic laws.
That's true. Drew?
I'm going over there just because you got to think, like, the only time I've ever really got them is those fucking hidden cameras, which I think are bullshit.
I've never been hit by those.
I have, speeding by them. Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Tech guy?
I'm going to have to go under because if I go over, that will result in the loss of my license.
I was going to say, there's no way in hell you have it. You're a terrifying driver. You know how scary it is to be in a car with you and you're going down 35 doing stick shift going 80? That's terrifying.
Years, brother.
Oh, God. I have never prayed harder in my life. Terrifying thing. Nick?
I do have my 1-sentence bad synopsis of movies.
Oh, let's do that. Rock and roll, baby. I want to get to an hour at least for 49 minutes.
All right, so I'm just going to give you guys like a 1-sentence summary of 3 movies. And it's going to just be like a kind of a bad description of a movie.
Is it Christmas themed or just general?
It's just general.
Okay.
So it's going to test your guys' knowledge. If you know it, I mean, maybe don't say it right away. Give other people a chance to think about it. So let's just dive in. And I believe these are all movies you guys have seen. So for the first one, in this film, a 50-year-old and 38-year-old man go to return their jewelry. Madness ensues.
Ooh, go to return their jewelry. Madness ensues. Repeat that.
A 50-year-old man and a 38-year-old man go to return their jewelry. Madness ensues.
Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I'll give you, this is a trilogy series, and it is one of the movies. I think
this has got to be Lord of the Rings, right?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
50 and 38-year-old. What?
They're older than they seem, Evan.
Oh my God, you're right.
Frodo and Sam.
Yeah.
Frodo's 50 years old.
Yeah, I thought he was like in his 30s. I knew he was like wasn't a teenager.
Hobbits are long-lived.
Yep.
Actually, I thought their lives are kind of average, but they don't age. They don't look like old.
Oh, maybe.
Bilbo only looks old because the ring extended his life.
Yeah.
That is a factor. And that's why I added the madness ensues part.
Okay. Oh, that's clever. Wow. That's good. Good for you. Wow, that's good.
All right. And then, so this next one, this one might be tough. A teacher on a European vacation looks for a lost only child to bring him home.
Taken.
Nope.
Ooh,
that was good, though.
That's a good guess. Repeat that.
A teacher on a European vacation looks for a lost only child to bring him home.
Oh, man.
So you've seen this movie. It's a star-studded cast.
A teacher on a European vacation.
And I'll give you a hint here.
Yeah.
The only child was not always an only child. His brothers died.
His brothers died, not his parents.
His brothers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was going to say Spider-Man, but like the second one.
Yeah.
But that kills that.
Harry Potter?
No, I'll give you a second hint.
His brothers didn't die.
I don't know.
This is a war movie.
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving
Private. Yeah, there we go. God. Oh, because he was a teacher. Yeah, Jesus.
Yep.
You're good at this. My God. We're going to make this a segment.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. So this next one, I had to throw in like an extra hint. This one might be easy. So the Incredible Hulk should probably have his medical license revoked after this film, which documents the wrong way to treat a paranoid schizophrenic.
Human Centipede?
Nope.
No. Give me a hint.
Well, the Incredible Hulk film refers to the actor.
Oh. It's like 15 Incredible Hulk films.
Oh, okay.
Well, the Marvel.
Ruffalo, then?
Yep.
What else has he been in? I hate that guy. I don't watch his shit. He's a douche. You ever seen his Twitter?
The wrong way to treat a paranoid schizophrenic.
The wrong way to treat a paranoid schizophrenic. I don't know. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
No, and this one's hard to give hints, but it stars Leonardo DiCaprio.
Shutter Island.
Oh my God.
Bang.
There you go. And those are
I
my
love
three.
this game so much.
Yeah.
I really do. Anyone just have any off the top of their head? Anyone?
I don't have another one.
That's a good one. I want to get to an hour. We're at 53 minutes. Did anyone have any more would you rathers?
Well, I have another over-under, I guess.
Do an over-under?
All right.
How many weddings do you think you're going to get invited to this year?
We talked about this earlier.
I would set the line at 2.5, just because I know that I'm going to get invited to one. Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm going under. I think I'll do at least one.
I don't know. We're getting to the age where people start getting invited to weddings.
That's true. I'm still going under because weddings take a while to plan, and you know pretty well in advance that whether or not you're going to get an invite.
Well, there's a whole year ahead of us.
Exactly.
And there's like a year and 15 days, 13 days?
Yeah, but like I said, weddings take a while, and then there's booking, and once you see a proposal, I think you have a pretty good idea if you'll get invited to that person's wedding.
Yeah, but you never know when people are going to pop the question. So I'm going to take the over 2.5.
That's bold. I'm going under because it's also family you have to think about too, like cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the under because I'm gonna predict a black swan. I get canceled, uninvited to all of the weddings that I've been invited to.
Well, you are on this show, Drew.
No, yeah, you got to go the under there. I don't think I know enough people getting married here soon, and no family members getting married.
That you know of. I mean, those things can change in the span of a year.
True.
And people propose, they get their wedding invites out as soon as possible.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
A lot can happen in a year. I'm taking the over. I think that's
I'll still take the under. I should have been writing these down. That way we could go back to them.
And maybe another over-under we could set is how many podcast episodes will Evan film this year?
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
Whatever the line is, I'm taking
What's the line? Because I think this year I did like 20.
Really?
No, there's no way I did.
Well, yeah. How many did you do this year?
I was going to say 9.5 was a good line. I think you're
set the line at 9.5. Yeah.
I think you're going to try to do once a month, but you're not gonna.
I'm going to take the over because I'm going to try to do once a week.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over too. Because even if you do once a week for like a little bit, you got it.
I'm already there. Thank you for your faith.
When you're moving.
Well, that's going to take like a few days.
Yeah, but you're going to be in a new environment.
It's also going to be a smaller studio, so it's going to be a little more compact. I don't want to set up a bunch of shit.
Ooh, more compact or more complicated because there's wires going everywhere.
Not really. If I just set up one camera and one
tangled.
mic, I don't have the whole desk.
I'll take the over, Evan. You've convinced me. I have faith in you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm also dedicating a little bit more time to stand up because Teehees in Des Moines will be open again. I have a book I want to write.
Is it an erotic fiction?
It's not an erotic fiction. It's
come on, Evan. That's what we wanted. That's what the people need.
I can't write and she rubbed his cock against her thigh.
Whoa!
Shane knows something.
Dude, I'm getting tingles.
Oh my god, you do. Do you know this story, Tech Guy?
No, I don't.
Nick wrote an erotic story in high school about me and a teacher. Yeah, and he hid it in her classroom.
No, it was a Google Docs that it was wiped from the face of the earth.
Thank God. That was one of the only things I have ever read that genuinely made me sick. Actually, I didn't finish it. It was disgusting.
It was a good 3 pages. I
think.
My God!
How was that 3 pages?
It was a novella. It wasn't a whole story.
It was a short story. Yeah. That's like something you'd read in Are You Afraid of the Dark?
There was mentions of like a wall of dildos.
Yeah. I couldn't. I remember getting actually physically ill when I read it. It was disgusting. No, there's a TikTok account of a guy who like listens to 50 Shades of Grey in public, like loudly in his car with the windows down, and he has sunglasses on. You'll see people look in the car. He just turns to him and goes. It's hilarious. Let's bring it back to Christmas. What is everyone's favorite Christmas memory or tradition you do in your family?
Oh man.
Hey Clara. What are you doing?
Let's see. There's this thing that me and my family does where we cut down a deciduous tree and then we like bend it and shove it up a stairwell. And then we'd put lights on it. It's really more of a Thanksgiving thing, but that is, I would say, to kick it off.
When I was a kid, I used to like to decorate the Christmas tree.
Pretty boring.
Yeah, I mean, but that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, Drew?
I think nothing better than being a kid, going out on a fresh snow day, no school, playing in the snow, just fucking going crazy.
Yeah. I do like that too. Family get-togethers are fun. My mom's side of the family recently started doing the past few years what's it called?
White elephant?
Is that where you like can steal other people's gifts?
Yep.
That too. But the first year we did it, 2019, before I was even 21, I got a full-on bottle of Tennessee Honey Jack Daniels. I downed it during COVID. It was delicious. I did. This tech guy remembers these. I think you might too, Nick. My drunk movie reviews, where I just watched movies in my basement, got hammered, and like reviewed them.
Yeah.
That's called the drinking problem, Evan.
COVID was hard. Yeah. No, summer 2020 was actually awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fun time because Iowa didn't do shit. Gas was cheap. We road tripped to Mankato that one time. It was fun.
Yeah. Another like Christmas memory or like a tradition that I have with my family is we always go to Nakatomi Plaza in Los Angeles.
Crazy event thing happened. Yeah. I was late one time. Like the Christmas party already started. This guy on the plane told me to take my shoes off for some reason. I don't know. It was so weird. I get there, people they're being like held in the office. I'm crawling through vents and stuff. I get this one guy shows up to me. He's like he pretends to be one of these one of the office workers. Say, no, please don't shoot me. I give him a gun, thinking, okay, you know what? Maybe he's trying to fool me or something like that. I was like, you stay behind me. You stick to me if you want to live. He like pulls out a walkie. He's like, they're on the 35th floor, and he's like, gun's not fucking loaded, baby. Craziest part of that, he has my wife on the roof, about to get in a helicopter. I'm up there. I'm walking up to him like I'm gonna surrender. He's saying stuff, some like American movie. He's a German guy, first of all. Kind of looks like the guy who played Snape in Harry Potter. He says a joke. I start laughing, like going. He starts laughing nervously. He doesn't know what the hell the joke is. He's confused. I'm like, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Craziest part of this, gun was taped to my back. Gun was fucking taped to my back. I blow his ass away. Merry Christmas. One of the guys at the end tries to kill me, and the black cop who I've been talking to in the ground kills him.
Yeah, Elon Musk is the autistic one.
Yeah.
What was that rant?
That is the plot of Die Hard.
I figured.
That was Christmas 2016, Nick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to an over-under. Hot dogs, do you think you're going to eat 18 or less hot dogs? Like over-under 18 hot dogs.
I really like it.
Oh, way over for the year?
Way over 18 for the year?
Yeah, way over.
I don't know. I feel like you feel like you eat more hot dogs than you actually do, right?
See, because I plan on going to more
Never eat hot dogs.
No, I plan on going to more like sporting events this year, like baseball games or football games, and I'll have a hot dog in Iowa.
But like,
but how many sporting events? Like, are you going to go to 9?
I'm going to quite a few, a hockey game or two, football game.
18 is 3 packs of hot dogs. You're going through 3 packs of hot dogs in a year.
I think I ate 0 hot dogs.
Wait, you have to include 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day?
Never eat hot dogs.
Just general backyard barbecues?
Because there's always a hamburger option.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like the hot dog is almost never the best option. There's always like a hamburger, there's a brat, right?
What though is delicious. Like a Fenway Frank. Put some relish on there, some onions.
I'm hammering the under on this one, and I'm confident that
really. See, I should have been writing these down.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's a likely under for this. To be honest, for me,
I think I'm over 50.
Jeez, I mean that's
that's a little excessive. That's excessive. 50 hot dogs?
Yeah, like at least one a month or one. Like one a fucking week. I don't know.
One hot dog a week?
I don't know.
Drew, do you need us to like go grocery shopping with you or something?
I mean, fucking hot dogs.
Are you guys familiar with
an easy meal?
Are you guys familiar with the whitest kids you know?
Oh, of course. Who could forget?
Well, I hope we're done because we're already at lunch and you're at 7 hot dogs. Everyone go and look up whitest kids you know on YouTube hot dogs. You'll have a great time. Those guys are amazing. We could wrap it up now, or we could do another snake draft for Christmas music.
I don't know.
I
don't know enough Christmas songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Christmas songs? I could go all day on this. I know Christmas songs none of you have even heard of.
Well, the key is to Okay, you know what? We're an hour and 3 minutes. Let's just wrap her up. Okay, you can follow us again on Instagram, X, and TikTok at UnorthoBros. The show email. Email us for advice, suggestions, whatever you want. theunorthodoxpod at proton.me. All of this is available in the description. You can watch us on YouTube, Rumble, and listen on Spotify, Venmo. All the stuff up there, that will all be in the description. If you want to donate, that's Evan-Brennan-10. I will not start a Patreon until I can make it worth your money. If you do music, you do stand-up, little 5-minute open mics you film, send them in, I'll play them on the show. Be sure to like, share, hit the notifications, and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in January. New studio. I promise to God I will be more consistent. I said that last year. I mean it this time. We'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, have a Merry Christmas. Everyone get to church. You don't know how many years or days you have left. So, have a good Christmas. Everyone, what do we have to say? Nick, anything to plug?
Nope. Drew?
Just give him $100 so that dipshit has to eat some dog treats.
Yep, I'll eat some dog treats. Because the crazy thing is, there's some good ones. Like, I bought her these, dog Oreos once, and they're like, you've seen them at that store.
That's sad.
I was like, you know what? These look good. They smell good. The ingredients are all good. Because since the Great Depression, all pet food has to be human standards. A bunch of people got lead poisoning when they ate them in the 30s. So they're actually delicious. Like, these little dog Oreos, like vanilla, carob, and peanut butter.
All right, now you're telling me
Evan, have you eaten these?
No, it's all in one. It's all in one.
Like, it's just one cookie?
That's the ingredients in it.
Okay.
It's actually very good. So someone give me that money. I will eat those on camera.
I don't know, man. Never in my life have I thought I want to eat a dog treat.
Well, someone pays me to do it.
Yeah.
A little bit. I just want someone to pay me to do it so it's less sad.
Okay, no. What's the protein to calorie ratio in a dog treat?
Way, right? The ones I'm talking about, way better than regular Oreos. These are like healthy Oreos.
Yeah.
Like, actually. Like, if I were high or drunk, I could just, like, devour these.
I'll leave that to you, Evan.
Tech guy, anything to plug? Anything you want to say?
I would like to plug cranberries on the floor. Just throw them out in there. Just scatter them around. See what happens. You know? Could be fun.
Okay. Once again, Merry Christmas. We don't do Kwanzaa. We don't do Hanukkah. If you celebrate those, find Jesus. Of course. No one celebrates Kwanzaa, actually. You know that?
I don't know.
We were taught in school that I'm going off on a tangent, that Kwanzaa was like, it's like Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. No one celebrates Kwanzaa. Less than like 5% of African Americans celebrate Kwanzaa. They don't celebrate it in Africa. It celebrates the birthday of a serial rapist murderer. I'm not even joking. Look it up.
Wait, what?
Kwanzaa celebrates the birthday of a terrorist and a rapist who like literally chained women up in his basement and tortured them.
All right.
I am not even joking.
Okay.
That's where we end it.
That is where we end it.
Merry Christmas, guys. It's been good.
Merry Christmas. Keep it unorthodox. We will see you in 2025. See you next year.
Don't touch me.
I gotta keep doing this till we go out. Leave. End session for all.